What do you say, everybody? Welcome to the Cubs Baseball Channel. Another deal has just been announced, and this time it's the Cubs trading with Pittsburgh to get former Cincinnati left-hander Taylor Rogers. Yeah, kind of a weird story, but he'll be coming to the Cubs. We'll talk about that here in a second. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, get in the comments section. What do you think about the Cubs deadline deals? Are you happy? You not happy? We're going to get into that right now. Let's go. All right, what a couple days for left-handed reliever Taylor Rogers. He and his brother both traded, which is crazy. It's only happened two other times in Major League Baseball history, to my knowledge. And now he's traded again. And so he was included in the Key Brian Hayes trade from the Pirates to the Reds, and then the Reds back to the Pirates, right? And Rogers, it kind of felt like one of those things when he was acquired by the Pirates in that deal that he was probably going to be moved again. He's 34 years old. He is someone who comes in with, let's see his repertoire here. Throws a lot of sinkers and sliders, and it's like half and half. You're talking about 51 and 49% of his pitches right down the middle. He's 6'3" and 190 pounds. Talked about his brother. He was originally out of Kentucky, drafted by the Minnesota Twins, 2012, 11th round, second pick of that round, 340 overall. And now he comes to the Cubs. Now, what has he done with the Reds this year? He's a guy we've seen. And so far this season, he's been good. 2.45 ERA, 40 games, 33 innings. He's only allowed 29 hits and walked 19, but he struck out 34. So nothing really stands out to him, to you with him, other than the fact that he's a reliable left-hander that you can use in spots out of the bullpen. He's actually also closed before, had 31 saves in 22, and that was pitching for the Padres predominantly, had 28 of them there. Also Minnesota, started out his career in Minnesota in 2016, had an all-star season in 2021, and that's when he was really good again in that relief role, where he had a 3.35 ERA and his career earned run average is 3.28. So been pretty consistent. That was in 40 games, 9 saves, and 40 and a third innings. He had only given up 38 hits. And as someone, again, that, kind of a Drew Pomeranz type guy that you can bring in left-handed, need some left-handed help. Do you guys think that this is the impact deal that you were hoping that the Cubs made? I don't know. He goes with Andrew Kittredge. Now you had two guys to the bullpen. Then you had another starter in Soroka, and then Willie Castro. And if nothing else changes from where we are right now, that's what the Cubs are looking at. The trade on the Cubs side, we're not sure yet. We do know that the Cubs sent a couple of pitchers the other way in the deal for Willie Castro. And two guys that I saw a lot, Ryan Gallagher and Sam Armstrong, 2 AA arms. Gallagher really good, and Armstrong pretty consistent. So the Cubs lose some pitching depth in trades, and to get Castro, we'll try to figure out kind of on the show that we're going to do, the live show coming up. Maybe you're watching it after that. Go back and watch it, kind of how all this plays out. But the Cubs with a deal to get left-hander Taylor Rogers from the Pirates. And again, this may be it for the Cubs. Not the impact that we thought we were going to see with these guys. They didn't win a lot of the big players, but maybe they didn't want to give away some of their top prospects, which I can understand not wanting to trade guys like Jackson Wiggins and Owen Casey. I thought for sure Wiggins was going to go. But, he's someone that can help them in the big leagues this year. So, you know what? Maybe sometimes the best trades you make are the ones you don't make. And, that's kind of where we're sitting right now as we look at this. So you'll add Taylor to the bullpen with Kittredge, and it feels like the bullpen got a little bit better over the last couple of days, but not the super impact trades that we were thinking that the Cubs were going to make. And maybe that's why you give Jed Hoyer the extension right before the deadline, so that you don't feel like you have to make some of these deals if you don't really want to make them. Stay on course. and try to be more of a consistent organization. I don't know. I was hoping that the Cubs were going to make a big splash, and it feels like they just kind of used duct tape to fill some holes with some of these deals. But you guys tell me what you think. Get in the comment section. Thank you for being here. Also, what deals would you have made? What were you most disappointed about? Let's talk about all of that in the comment section. And again, if you haven't watched it yet, don't forget we have an entire show that is going to be based on this trade deadline, and that is something you can watch on the channel as well. But like, subscribe, thumbs up. Thank you guys, a lifelong Cubs fan trying to build this channel. We're looking to get to 10,000 subscribers. You guys are helping us do that. Thank you so much for being a part of what we do. And go Cubs. I still think it's a pretty good team. Willie Castro, I like that move a lot just because it gives you some versatility. If Soroka looks like he has looked in the past, maybe you got something there. And then you start to get Jameson Taillon back and some of these other guys healthy, and maybe you feel better about your rotation. I don't know. But it would have been nice to add a top-end arm to go with what we have already, and it doesn't look like that's the case. All right, thank you guys. Go Cubs.